Yo, it's crypto blood, Detroit flow, screaming from the D, knowing what to show. Indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro. I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just blood too. Bad motherfucker, but in a good way, boo. Got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's why crypto blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready? Right.
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live. Okay.
We will do it live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another live stream powered by Bloodalytics. We're going to get into it and hopefully get the money printer going again. Yes, indeed. House of Trades said it best. We got Breakcoin in the house. Halloween is on the way. Where the bloody wallets at to grab this dip? I don't know, my friend. It's a lot of stuff going on geopolitically. You guys know that's very important, and that does shape and lead which direction we're going in the markets for sure. So just to let you guys know out the gate, you know, this is a no BS live trades, making money, sometimes losing money. That's part of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Round of applause for the losers. We're entering a long trade right now on Ethereum. It is spooky out there, crypto, yo, for sure. Halloween has come a day early. But we are trading live right now, buying the sweep, buying the low. French toaster in the house. What's going on? As you guys can see here, we are sweeping the low. Hopefully we grab a good position here on Ethereum. This is again powered by Bloodalytics. I'll show you the trade here in a minute. This is a personal trade. We'll look over the public signal as well. Might as well bring that up right now and see what we got going on the public signal that's available right now on bloodalytics.com. So as of now, we have no trade to enter on Bitcoin or Ethereum from the public Scalpalytics Pro signal. The reason I love Scalpalytics Pro, and you should too, is because it gives you direct indications on what to do. It's no looking and interpreting and kind of giving you something. Maybe, you know, this signal tells you to buy possibly here, or sell possibly here. Breakcoin said no October this year. I don't know. We got one more day, bro. We got one more day. Hopefully we can get it together. But if you were trading the Eurozone with Bloodalytics, you got it together real good, because you shorted right at 4:30 a.m. this morning, and you're so deep in the money, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Of course, I don't trade that session. It's way too early for me. Same for Ethereum as well, though. I mean, 5:30, about an hour later than the Bitcoin short would have initiated, you would be all in the money right here, ladies and gentlemen. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Now, again, too far in the money for this short, way too far in the money for this short. So we're going to look at an alternative signal that I utilize, which is my kind of private signal. And we are going long right now on Ethereum. Going long on Ethereum right now with a stop loss about 0.5%. I would say 5.54% away from current market. Okay, so set your stop losses at 0.5 point. I would say 0.55% away from current market prices. Okay, and again, how we do that is that we just, because every exchange is going to have a different number. So to safely do it in a relative manner, you want to use percentages. So we're going to go 0.55% away. I'll do 0.559 because that kind of puts us right at that wick right here. So I'm going to do 0.59, 58, 59, somewhere around there. We'll do that. Copy. And we're going to go ahead and add that to our stop loss immediately. Try to do that immediately after entering a trade. That's the best way to do it. Okay. And then that lets you know how much you're going to risk on this particular trade if it doesn't go our way. Now, this is a risky one because we definitely could roll back over and test even further lows. So I would be careful with this trade if I were you, because we could definitely, the sentiment is definitely bearish. And I'm just doing basically a scalp intraday trade here. This is not where I think we're going generally in the markets or from a macro perspective. Just a scalp trade to try to get some action in while we're trading live. Or I should say while we're streaming live. Who we got in the building right now? Who we got in the building? Lasers. I haven't seen Lasers in a while. He said, I want to trade Soul. I have to look at Soul. Army Piper in the building. All my Army Piper men and women are definitely in the building. I was sitting back watching Army earlier today. Piper Academy doing their thing as always. Trade intuition in the house. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Appreciate all of you. So this going down. Yeah, everything's going down, man. Everything's going down. And you have to ask yourself, like, I saw headlines. We're going to talk about Trump and this reinstating of nuclear testing. We'll look at that. I think he's just flexing because he's mad. China won't listen to what he wants in as regards to these tariffs. He said they had a productive meeting. He says that every time. So I can't trust whether or not Xi and Trump had a productive meeting yesterday. I don't know. Yeah. We never know. But we can kind of go off of his actions, and he's throwing a temper tantrum by saying, we're testing nukes. We're starting that bad boy back up, baby. So we'll look at that again in a minute. But we gotta look at the trades, right? So we're in a long ETH trade, complimentary of my personal Bloodalytics scalp system. Just went long, okay. And we shall see what happens here. Risk reward is pretty, like, for example, if I put in our take profit for this one, which is 1.57% away from where we currently are, that'll be up here somewhere, 38.42. Let's put that in there. 38.42. We're talking about $1,800 on this trade if it goes our direction. So as you can see, everything marked on the chart there. So we'll just monitor that. I'll look at Solana. Someone talked about Solana, possibly buying Solana. Let's take a look at Solana really quickly. I got a chart for Solana that's mapped to Bloodalytics as well. So we shall definitely take a look at that. But first, hit the like button. Jump over to bloodalytics.com. If you guys are interested in any of these signals you see during my live streams, they are all available to you there. Scalpalytics Pro, Bitcoin, and Ethereum pack. We got the SUI XRP pack. And can't forget the Solana BNB pack. All available right now in TradingView. All right. So let's take a look at I want to take a look at actually Solana. Someone talked about Solana. So let's say where we are with Solana right now. So Solana, we are not in a trade on this signal. I'll show you really quickly. This signal, we're not on a trade. Got stopped out of a long. We tried to go long. Got stopped out of a long. Okay. However, I'm going to bring up Scalpalytics Pro for Solana. So let me do that. Just give me 1 second. Let me load that up. Scalpalytics Pro Solana. Where's our Solana BNB? Here we go. Again, this system gives you direct entry, take profit, and exit signals. No guesswork. No guesswork. So you can combine this with your current strategy or use it by itself. You can do either or, right? So this here is our Solana Scalpalytics chart, and it would have gone short way back in the middle of the night. I wouldn't have traded this because I don't trade anything but the US zone. So it is definitely in the money here. All this is money if you were to trade all of this. Cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. 50% take profit right there. Boom. The 25% there. Another 25, 25, 25, 25. And another 25. A lot of take profits. You basically would have scaled out already most of this trade. So you would have locked in all those profits on that one. And yesterday's trade would have been during the US zone, and you would have caught that nice short on Solana at about 11:38, 11:40 yesterday. You would have caught that short, taking 50% of your profits there. Another 25, 25, 25, and you get the picture. Scaled out of that one beautifully. Attempted to go long here, but that was quickly stopped out, and that's what initiated this current short that we're in right now with Solana. So kudos to those who I have a few people that have signed up for the Solana BNB Scalpalytics Pro. So we're getting it in on that one for sure. Now, I want to go over what's going on in the stock market, because again, this is a leading indicator on where we might go. Not looking good for Meta and Microsoft as they drag down the S&P, because guess what? Things are fine. They can't keep the lie going. They can't keep the lie going, ladies and gentlemen. They're unable to keep the lie going. And so you're now seeing them having to come to, have a come to Jesus moment and tell the public, look, we're going to have to cut some more people. And this is the problem that I have with people not understanding the magnitude of AI revolution we're having. I always have to bring this up. I've been tracking this AI development for 5 years. I did my first video, probably the first crypto YouTuber that is, you can go back and look. I'm most likely the first crypto YouTuber that really tracked Chat GPT. I started doing that in 2020. I did my first video on Chat GPT 2. I'm a programmer myself. I understand the software engineering complex. I've started 2 tech startups. I understand this stuff. So when I saw the power that even Chat GPT 2 was exhibiting, I'm like, this is going to be bad. This is going to be hella bad. And lo and behold, now we're here. And what is going to happen here is going to be a race to the bottom. And what do I mean by a race to the bottom? A race to the bottom meaning you're going to see companies, in order to keep margins, to keep those revenues good and tight, and I should say tight, but wide, to keep those profit margins wide, they're competing against each other. So they're going to race to the bottom as far as getting rid of human capital, which is a significant overhead. Just think about human capital. You got to pay them when they're working. You got to pay them when they're on sick leave. You got to pay them when they're on maternity leave, fraternity leave, all that shit, right? You got to pay them for all of that. You got to pay into their 401ks. You got all this extensive legacy costs. All of this is overhead for each human body in that organization. What happens if you can eliminate that? You have an AI agent running and doing the same job, no days off, works 24 hours, doesn't need a lunch break, doesn't need vacation time, no bereavement days off, none of that. It's the best. You can't ask for anything more. So what's going to happen is that you're going to have each company competing against each other, cutting more human capital to keep those revenues up, to keep the stock up. It's really just like a feedback loop, a negative, horrible one for us, the humans. Need the new swing trade signals. Yeah, I'm going to be bringing the swing trading other than the Moonalytics one, which we do have on deck. Maybe we'll take a look at that here in a second. But I've just been so busy with Dad and his health, man. I haven't had that. I've been basically delayed 2 weeks. So you will get swing trading systems coming soon. And I have to do a new tutorial for it, because basically I'm consolidating everything into one signal that you purchase, and then you purchase the parameter pack you want, right? You want swing trading parameter packs for Bitcoin, for Ethereum, for whatever pair I'm able to optimize for. You can purchase that. I'll even have, because this is going to be a one for all, you're going to have non-crypto parameter packs where you can punch in the numbers. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You'll be able to punch in, you'll download basically a zip file or a text file that will allow you to essentially go in here and you'll see parameter lists for each of these fields. Each of these fields you'll be able to type in, punch in, and it'll be for, let's say, a swing trading may be on the 5-minute or 13-minute or something like that. Probably have to keep it to like a 5-minute, because 13-minute you have to have a advanced account on TradingView. Okay, so we'll probably have to, I have to tailor it and optimize it for like a 5-minute or 15-minute. But you'll punch on those parameters in, and that'll be what will work for that particular pair. So that's coming, man. That's coming. That's definitely coming soon. We'll have I actually did a custom one-off for a client down in Atlanta. They trade options. So I fitted and created a ES mini futures signal for them. Let me see if I can bring that up really quickly, so you guys can see that in action. Give you a free trade over on S&P 500 mini futures. Round of applause. So this would have been a sequence of trades for today. You would have gone short right here. Boom. You would have closed your short right here. Boom. You would have went double long, added another long. So close your short, gone long, and then added another long position right here at 10:30. And, you know, we would be in the money right now. They're in the money right now. They've been trading it. So this is what you'll have the power to do this for many, many different pairs and asset classes. All right. So that's coming soon. That's coming soon. So what we have here. So we did get a L chicken, which means to de-risk a little bit. So we're going to take a little bit of this trade off. All right. We're going to take 50% of this trade off because we got a signal to de-risk this trade. Take a small $200 loss, but that's cool. Now I'm only going to potentially lose $500 on this, $500 additional dollars on this trade instead of $1,000. So we are actively managing this trade. Ethereum long, not looking too good with that signal to de-risk. Okay, but we'll watch it. We'll watch it. Stock market, though, I was going off on a tangent. The stock market. This is why we have to understand that it's a race to the bottom for these corporations. They're going to keep firing people. They're going to keep increasing their revenue, and that in turn increases the stock price. So it doesn't make sense to the average person or even the average investor. It doesn't make sense, but that is what they're doing, and that's why you're going to see the stock market continue to go up until there's a point where it will not work anymore. And that point is there are too little humans to go out and purchase goods that these corporations sell. So it's like cannibalism. They're cannibalizing their own consumer base. It's crazy. What the fuck is Trump doing? We're going to get to that, bro. Jason Lynch, yeah, we got a Nuke-Spook. We got a Nuke-Spook, my friend. Dave says they don't have to pay the taxes, the insurance, the SSI, no days off, except for basic maintenance, repair, and diagnostic fields will still do well. Funeral homes will still do well. Yes, it's very true. No, it's very true. Very true, Dave. Humans are done. I just think there's going to be a new paradigm. And I was having this debate with a friend of mine over last week, actually. Best friend of mine. I was trying to explain to him the new paradigm, whether it's in 10 years, 15 years, or even 20 years, whatever the case be. I think it's sooner than later because we don't understand exponential growth as humans. We have a hard time tracking exponential growth. Meaning if you grow 7% a year, it's only going to take you 10 years to double your money. We can't functionally as humans track that properly. So we're on an exponential growth in AI development, which is much faster than 7% a year. That's for sure. But we're in a situation, ladies and gentlemen, where there will be a paradigm shift where capitalism will no longer work. So we have to go to a new system. I just hope it's not socialism or communism. A new system where money is not even a tool used. I know that conceptually doesn't even make sense to us because we've only known money as a means of exchange for value. But when there's unlimited, which is already is, there's unlimited resources, right? There are unlimited ways of us to live on this earth. Look at the sun. The sun has unlimited energy. Look at the quantum field, quantum vacuum, unlimited energy we can pull from 0 point technology. So think of it in that manner, where there is no fuel. Energy is $0. It costs us $0, right? So when something costs $0, as far as energy input is 0, that changes the whole paradigm of capitalism, because we no longer, airplanes, right? A lot of cost goes into fuel, but even you go further, you're fixing the machines, all of that's energy used. But if the cost is 0 basis, everything there's a shift on the curve, and everything comes down to near 0 cost. What does that look like? That's a new paradigm. But there's going to be a fight by the powers that be. They're going to want to keep it feeling like it is a very scarce environment. Breakcoin says UBI next. Unfortunately, that is probably a transitional period. That is going to be a transitional period. But that's what scares me. We got to make sure that UBI doesn't turn into totalitarianism, like straight up communist rule, where you got to listen to the government because they're paying you every month. You're going to have to do what the government tells you to do if they're paying you every month. We don't want to be in that position. As a business owner, you want maximum profit, and sometimes it gets sinister. Let's say business is business, nothing personal. For sure. AI and depend compute is the future. What's depend? You will pay the small. My guy, Crypto, yo, dropping that. Truth. U.S. will resemble Brazil or the Philippines. Jason Lenz, what's your thoughts on the miners going from mining Bitcoin to mining AI mining data centers? Damn, I didn't even think about AI mining data centers. Why would they need to mine AI? Help me out on that one. That's something I never thought about. That's a good one, Jason Lenz. I never even thought, give me a scenario where that's going to be the case. Hit that like button, though, ladies and gents. We got a decent amount of people in the building today. Let's go. DePIN is decentralized physical infrastructure networks, refers to crypto projects that use blockchain and token incentives to build and operate real-world physical and digital infrastructures. I'm not sold on lasers. I'm not sold on these blockchain projects. As you know, I'm an OG in this crypto space, 13 years now, man. This shit is all vaporware. Nobody's using decentralized infrastructures and networks, and it just because of capitalism. That's why, honestly, it's because of capitalism. Capitalism doesn't really like decentralization, because decentralization takes it diffuses the flow of profits, right? It spreads it across. It democratizes or makes it an equitable environment when you go decentralized. That's kind of counter capitalism in many cases, or at least crony capitalism, extreme capitalism. It has to be able to reproduce. That's right, man. Hit that like button, ladies and gents, man. We need all the likes we can get in this building. So we're still in, I know we're kind of talking economics. AI is very important. Very, very important. Will have a huge effect on crypto. DePIN example is attaching a GPS camera to your car and getting paid in tokens to help map the GPS. Garbage. Yeah, this is it's not gonna work, man. And the only reason it's not gonna work is because the current infrastructure of capitalism won't allow this to expand and grow. It won't allow it. It won't allow it to grow. It will get shut down. I'll drop in Telegram, but they're saying it's more profitable to mine AI instead of Bitcoin. Yeah, send me that, bro. I'd like to take a look at that concept because that's new to me. And thank you for you guys always dropping stuff, always learning. That's new to me, bro. If that's the case, Bitcoin might be dead sooner than 5 years. As I put a tweet, I put a tweet out earlier today. It went past a lot of people, but you know, I'm normally a little early on things. Just saying. You might be saying, Blood, why would you say such a blasphemous? Why would you put out such a blasphemous tweet as a crypto person? Well, I got to bring you the gospel, ladies and gentlemen, the gospel according to Blood. I put a tweet out this morning. If I told you you only had 5 to 6 years before Bitcoin went to zero, what would you do? What would you do? That's a question I have for you guys right now. What would you do? What is show on stream? What is this? Oh, okay. That's what that is. What would y'all do if you only had 5 to 6 years? You knew someone Cryptodamus came down from heaven and told you you only had 5 to 6 years to really play with this experiment called Bitcoin. Not necessarily all the cryptos, but Bitcoin. What would you do? You would start what? I would assume probably start selling. Maybe. Let me know what y'all would do. Hoping some big banksters put some money back in Sol. Well, you have been saying AI is more important than Bitcoin. So, hey, I sure have, Jason Lance. It is, listen, I got the same feeling about AI that I had about Bitcoin when I first found out about it. This is some real, yeah, it's bigger than Bitcoin. It's bigger than crypto. I know y'all don't want to hear it. All right, I'm going to check it out in the chat room. Look up Clean Spark, okay? Crypto has a few Hail Marys left. We have 5 years, in my opinion. Wow, okay. So Voice Crypto has a 5-year marker as well. I'm into AKT. That will be used for what you said and AI. Interesting. 18-month exit plan without the need for GPUs. Private decentralized compute. Interesting. I'd probably crash out like the food stamp people in November. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. But the reason I'm saying 5, I don't know what Voice Crypto's reason for 5 years is, but we are getting to the point on this trajectory where Bitcoin, and I'm getting a little technical here, so let me go and do this real quick. Bitcoin, I'm just typing this in right now. So you guys can see this. So Bitcoin uses what's called ECDC ECDSA, right? I'm sure you've probably heard of that. This elliptical curve digital signature algorithm. And we all know it uses the SHA-256 for hash, right? For hashing, for proof of work. But the public key, private key, this area is what was concerning. And we have an issue coming up. Oh, it shows it down here, actually. Look at this. So crazy. I've never even searched this Bitcoin cryptography tech, but in the AI, it says quantum computing. The ECDSA algorithm is known to be vulnerable to sufficiently advanced quantum computers. If a user's public key is exposed, a quantum computer could theoretically calculate the private key. This risk is not immediate, but has led to the development of post-quantum cryptography. The problem is, this is the problem. This is the problem. And Jason Lenz has been he's been following me for a while, so he knows I've been talking about this for about 3-4 years now. A little too early, like your shift, I guess, but let me just break this down though. The reason why this is an issue, even if somehow we get, let's just say, I'm gonna give you a generous number. Let's just say we got this is real generous. Let's say we got 80% of the Bitcoin network to upgrade to some new quantum, algo, quantum resistant algo. Maybe like a ECDSA 2.0 or something, or Q, whatever you want to call it. Let's say we got 80% of the people to do it. The problem is, even with 20% that didn't upgrade, and when I say upgrade, I mean move their tokens out of the old wallet that was a ECDSA wallet to a new wallet that was quantum resistant. If we didn't get even that 20% not to do that, guess what? The hackers could just bang out and brute force with a quantum algorithm and quantum compute chip, bang out and crack the code, the public key. You have the public key. It's an address. It's on the blockchain. They just bang out, bang, 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 boom, crack the private key, open the wallet, take the funds out, and steal the money and sell it. Sell the Bitcoin. Okay. You only need you don't need that. You need 100% or damn near 100% of the people to upgrade, and we know that's not going to happen. Some people are dead. Some people have lost their private keys. They're gone forever. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. So with that being said, you got a problem, and it's not about if, it's about when, ladies and gentlemen. When will this happen? I'm giving it 5 to 6 years, max 10. But it's like watching a slow train wreck in slow motion. Because you can't get everyone to upgrade. You can't get everyone to upgrade. So you're going to have what I call Q day, quantum day, almost like Y2K. You're going to have a Q day, Y2K day with Bitcoin and others as well. 64-bit SHA. SHA. So the SHA is for the mining side. What I'm talking about is your actual private public key infrastructure that Bitcoin uses. It has nothing to do with the mining of new blocks, finding blocks. It has more to do with the actual wallets. Trump going for a third term. What's your take on it? Not constitutionally sound. It won't happen. He shouldn't. He's already too old. I mean, he's trying to do a good job, but you can see that, you know, we need younger leaders. We need a whole rehaul of this political system, to be honest with you. But yeah, I don't see that happening realistically, bro. I really don't. I do not see that happening. So that's the concern, ladies and gentlemen, that there is a wall, and we are going to crash into it. It's just about what are the ramifications? What is the outcome from that crash? It's going to happen. So I think personally, I'm gonna be honest with you. You guys know I'm crypto to the core. Chloe said piracy has never died. What does that mean? Trump can't run a third term. I agree. Y'all must didn't see what Steve Bannon said. I've heard. Did he say something new as of late? I've heard his theory about Trump get some constitutional way he could get a third term. I just can't see it, man. I really, going up to SCOTUS, I don't see it. Yeah, Q-Day is a real thing. He could run as VP under JD Vance. I didn't think you could. Yeah, you're right, Dave. You're right. What's the constitutional anyway? Like, facts. You know? All right, we got stopped out. We got stopped out of our trade. Just FYI. So let's see what we have. We'll see what we're gonna do next. We'll see what the next Q is. Signal is for Ethereum. We don't have anything for Bitcoin on my personal signal for scalping. So we'll have to see what happens there. So yeah, guys, man, just wanted to drop those nuggets on you, man. It's Q day is coming, quantum day is coming, and it's strange that nobody is talking about, like, no, what is their plan? They gotta be thinking. Actually, they're probably not, man. Even the smartest people fall victim to exponential growth, and this AI and quantum supremacy race is growing at such pace that even the smartest people are not paying attention to what's going on. And so you will see in about, I think, 5 to 6 years, you will see. And it's not like an event horizon moment. It's not like it's a moment in time where all of a sudden none of the cryptography for Bitcoin works. It's going to be a slow trickle. And I actually think we've already seen it. I said this, Jason Lynn's backed me up. I said this about when the Bitcoin Core developer wallet got drained. There's this guy out of Texas. He made a lot of headlines because he had like 3 million in XRP. That was, and I'm not saying this is because of this, but he had 3 million in XRP that just got wiped off of his the cold wallet, I think. Maybe Q-Day is the real 3-Eye Atlas. Let's not get it twisted. Trump's son will run. He will be VP. Then they will have to make a new amendment like FDR. Huh. Yeah, Trump's too old, man. He's too old, in my opinion. We need some sharp young people. I mean, maybe his son. Maybe his son to do a good job. I kind of like Junior. Not gonna lie, I like Junior. But the problem is the deep state. It's really the CIA. Honestly, our country has been co-opted and taken over by the CIA many years ago. I think might have been even in the 60s. That far back. We got a rogue organization really pretty much running the country, and that is the CIA. They do what they want. They've been doing what they want. They are above the law. They make the law. They break the law. I mean, what else do you want? I mean, they kill our own people, presidents. They kill, like, they do whatever they want to do. Like, how are they not running the country? Extreme Content said, yep, I watched a guy that lost 3 million in XRP. He may have bought a compromised cold storage like the old gift card scams. It's possible. That's always possible. But what about Bitcoin Core developer? What about him? His shit just disappeared, got yanked off his wallet. Like, and you know, of all people, he's going to be the most stringent on OPSEC, operational security. OPSEC, not OPSEC. Maybe I'll have operational sex, but I'm talking about operational security. How to handle today's blood in the street. We got tapped out of our trade, our long attempt. Okay. But if you look over here, we're kind of like bottom feeding. We technically didn't really breach it over on BYDFi's chart. So I technically could add another trade in long here and just hide my stop below there. It'll be a very low risk reward trade or very high risk reward trade. Literally, it would be a stop of like 0.2. I would do like 0.23. I'm going to dip my toe. I'm going to dip my toe on this one, y'all. I'm dipping my toe on that one. See if we can get some of that money back. 47K on a long Bitcoin trade. Ethereum trade, I'm sorry. And I'm going to hide my stop right here. I wish I can do a stop order right there like that, but I got to do a copy. And then I have to go up here and take the comma out. Because for some reason they add the comma in there and that messes me up. So put the stop loss in right now. Lose 171 bucks. To potentially gain, I would go for, at this point, I would go for 2% move up, 1.9% move up, which would be 1.9%. Let's just say 1.84, 38.37, 38.37, 38.37, 38.37. $800, $900 move. All right, we'll take that. We'll try to run for that. That's a nice risk reward. That's like a what? 6.5 to 1. That's beautiful. So we'll see. We'll see what happens there, ladies and gents. We'll see what happens. Got that all locked in. As you can see, stop loss at 37.53. It went back in. Our take profit is up here. Real high risk reward. Let's see what else you guys are saying here. Let's see what we got. Wonder how the wealth will transition on Q Day. Where will the money go? It will go, unfortunately, it will go to, and this is, it's really destructive. It really doesn't even really matter, bro, because it will go to the people that have quantum supremacy, which is going to be NSA. It's going to be like governmental entities. CIA, NSA, universities that have, they're running quantum programs. Those are all owned by, or they're pretty much extensions of the government. CIA probably. So CIA. So it's just like, it's weird. The 22nd Amendment says no person shall be elected to the office of president more than twice unless the Constitution is changed. It is not possible, according to the Constitution. Extreme Content asks, Blood, how would you hold 100 million in crypto securely? Cold wallets. Paper wallets, I'm sorry. Paper wallets. That's how. My big bags are paper wallets. There is no there's no way you can you gotta come get it. You gotta come get that. You gotta come get it. So yeah, paper wallets is the way to go. Now you gotta generate them properly. But I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I'm starting to be concerned about Bitcoin. I don't know. I don't know what these other chains, I haven't looked into those like that, these other blockchains, what their security looks like as far as protecting the private public key, that relationship. I'm not sure. I haven't really done a tech deep dive in those, but I know there are some chains out there that have for years considered themselves quantum resistant, so maybe look into those. Yeah, that's the only thing I knew about, similar to what Zelensky is doing in Ukraine. Never revenge trade. It's not revenge trading in this case. I agree with you wholeheartedly. This wouldn't be revenge trading. It's just that I'm looking at the levels and where we are with things, and this will be my last trade. If we break this zone, then I would just give up. I would give it up. I'd chalk it up. One of Elon's last tweets was to create DPIN for Tesla cars. Oh, interesting. Ooh, that's okay. I can see where that's going. I think in the future, some organizations like Anonymous will hack Barron's crypto. Wouldn't be surprised. His sons will be president. He can still be VP. Paper wallet, baby, engrave it in a metal. Yeah. Same concept. Yep. Engraving. Yep. In the metal plate. If Trump somehow doesn't finish this election or never gets elected a second time, then yes, he'd technically still be eligible under the Constitution to be VP or president again, because he wouldn't have hit the elected twice limit. Yeah. I think the digital money conspiracy thing from Robert Kiyosaki is real. Most things he mentioned are happening in the mark of the beast next with all the job cuts. Yeah. If this level goes, it's a long way down. Yeah. I agree. I agree, Dave. So that's why I'm willing to go ahead and bet that one. I'm losing very marginally a small amount. And I'm gonna be honest, if it gets back down in this region, like in between my entry and my stop loss, I'm gonna add more to it. Because I literally, if we get to halfway between my stop and current price, if we get like halfway between entry and my stop, I can add another whole amount and only risk another $80 on this trade. I can add a whole nother almost $50,000 on this trade and only risk 80 more bucks. So we'll see. You missed my comment on the 12th Amendment. What did the 12th Amendment say? I missed that one. I sure did. What did that say? Again, guys, hit the like button. I appreciate each and every one of you. We're trading live. We're talking live. It's S&P is rolling over right now, it looks like. It's down 0.5%. NASDAQ down, so it's not looking good. It's definitely not looking good. NASDAQ down 1.12% right now. Meta stock drops 10% as heightened AI spending overshadows strong third quarter results. Yeah, I don't think anything really happened from the Trump Xi meeting, to be honest with you. So that's another overhang. It might get ugly, man. It might get real ugly. It might get real ugly in the short run. ChatGPT said, F the 12th Amendment, dictatorial rule. Wow. That's crazy. So, like I said, guys, I really didn't have a trade. If you were doing Scalpalytics signals this morning, you would be, I missed it because I normally don't even trade that time zone anyhow. So I would have never captured that. But if you are a trader in the Eurozone, you would have had a great time. You would have had a great time, ladies and gentlemen, with this short, because we were short at the start of the Eurozone this morning, 4:30, crack of dawn, and you still be getting it on right now, ladies and gentlemen. Look at all that money. Same with Bitcoin. Same with Ethereum. I'm sorry. Look at that. Making all that money. Bloodalytics, Scalpalytics Pro. Go sign up today, bloodalytics.com. Link in the description below. Of course, I know Anton. My buddy just interviewed him. My ex-business partner just interviewed Anton Daniels. He's the guy that interviewed him at one of his properties in Waterford. Yeah, I know Anton. Yes, sir. Might be doing some stuff with him soon. Sorry I came late. But did you have any thoughts on the Trump Xi talks last night? Yes, to answer your question, Hyben, these talks probably were a nothing burger. They were a nothing burger. Because if there was something really concrete there, you would have heard exactly what was concrete what was done. It would have been an actual, you just would have heard more. We heard basically, at least from what I saw on the Air Force One, when Trump was on Air Force One coming back, it was more of the same. It was more of the same, like nothing concrete. Nothing concrete. Truths vague in key areas. This is what I'm saying. Like the vagueness of the whole outcome lets me know that there wasn't anything really done. To be honest with you. It was not entirely clear, it says from CNN, what China has agreed to in key areas such as agricultural and energy purchases from the U.S. and cooperation on fentanyl trafficking. Trump said Beijing has agreed to purchase large amounts of soybeans and other stuff. China will buy 25 million metric tons of soybeans annually over the next 3 years. Treasury Secretary China's Ministry of Commerce simply said the two sides agreed to expand agricultural trade without providing specifics. I don't think much happened, y'all. I really don't think much happened. Nice. Trade Intuition, House of Trades out here killing it with Bloodalytics. He's a Bloodalytics member. The very last line of the 12th Amendment says, no person constitutionally ineligible to the office of president shall be eligible to that of VP of the U.S. We need to be getting together a class action lawsuit against all sport betting apps. I'm sick, yo. What happened? What happened? What's the latest with that whole situation? All right, we turning around, ladies and gents. I told you, it's not revenge trading if you have an actual exit strategy. If you have an exit strategy, it's not revenge trading. If you know where to cut your losses and not keep going, catching a falling knife, then you'll be good. You'll be good. Like I said, this would have been my last attempt to buy this, go long Ethereum. This would have been my last attempt. And I really kind of missed. I didn't get all the way halfway there, but I kind of missed my entry here to double down. Jess, thank you for becoming a member, my friend. Jess, appreciate it, my guy. Yep, that sports betting app scam. Wow, what happened? It's like holding your liquor, your personal limits. So they make Fetty and beans. What kind of Oh man, Fetty beans, baby, Fetty beans. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, you got to tell me, JL. You got to let us know, man. What the hell happened? I didn't hear. I don't sports bet. And that's another sign of a deteriorating society when you have all this sports betting. Everything is all about betting and speculating. That's because there's no real economy anymore. There's nowhere for people to make an honest living and make some decent money. They got to resort to degenerate sports betting every damn day. Like it's deteriorating fast, y'all. It's deteriorating really, really fast. I don't sports bet. I don't really bet any. If I'm in Vegas, I might, but I don't watch sports enough to bet. I don't even know what's going on. Coach was in on it, having player walk off the court just to lose a game to win a bet. God, but I did hear Rozier owed like $8 million in back taxes a couple of years ago. What the fuck? Like, this guy's making $27 million a year, $160 million. NBA gambling exposed, CB. I know you seen what's going on with Terry. Yes, I for sure did. But what are the I don't know nothing about the gaming apps. What's going on with that? The gambling apps. Players not playing to win. A bet. Supporting the real G's. Appreciate it, my guy. Yeah, this shit, it's crazy, y'all. This is insane, man. This is insane. Let me see. Yeah, I have never even been to ESPN.com. ESPN.com. Let's see what they got the latest on this gambling thing, if they have anything on the front page. And then I heard something about what's my guy name that James Harden suspiciously scores 0 points in the second half the other night, and people were like, "Oh shit, here we go." That's a little weird, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know where to go to find out what's going on. Yeah, buddy. Let's see. NBA home. I didn't even know he was a gambler. How the Blazers and the NBA are grappling with Chauncey Billups' stunning downfall. I don't know, man. I feel like Chauncey is a patsy.
Ramona, you've been covering the Portland side of this story over the last couple of days. What's it been like for the Trailblazers
They
in
say
their situation?
that the owner of the Dallas
I flew up there for their
Luka
first game, which was on Friday. They had to play the Warriors on the second night of the back-to-back, and it was
in the
it sat with me when you walk in the locker room. You see Chauncey Billups' office, and the door is closed. And
that's hilarious.
They had a team meeting the first day that it happened. He gets arrested Thursday.
This shit is kayfabe, bro. That's why the NBA ratings are down. Like people inherently know this shit is kayfabe. It's all rigged. It's a show. That's why the NBA ratings are in the trash. Super rigged. They saying LeBron might be in the crossfires. Hence rumors is NBA moving to Saudi Arabia. Oh my God. Definitely a patsy. Yeah, my guy Chauncey, man. Definitely a patsy. I don't think he had much to do with it. I don't watch sports, but won about 1.5K sports betting in the start of this year. I put in 20 of my own money, got the bonus, flipped the house money, then next platform, still use some for free bets. Oh, nice. That's the way to do it, my friend. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. But yeah, I don't sports bet at all, man. I don't have time for it. Yeah, I did hear that. Do you believe Gilbert Arenas is snitching? Let me know if y'all think Gilbert Arenas is snitching. You know, he got jammed up in the Small Hats Mafia gambling ring, where he's like, bro, I'm totally innocent. They tried to patsy him. Why they got always patsy the black man? You know what I'm saying? Round of applause for patsy and the black man. He said he's going to sue the FBI. Then he was told to fall back, my friend. Fall back. Don't do it. Yeah, there were some bigger guys that I think were definitely sports ball rigging is easy. Gilbert gonna tell it. I can see it in that boy. Gilbert is such an annoying ass prick. His personality, man. I watched that documentary on Netflix. Very good. I never knew the whole story behind Gilbert Arenas and the other guy. Let's see. What? Somebody help me. I know Jason Lenz knows the name of it. Yeah, this shit is K-Fab, bro. This shit is. This shit is.
Hogan, we coming for you, nigga.
It's K-Fab. Straight K-Fab, y'all. When you watch the NBA now, you gotta think of this. This is what should pop in mind. Cha-ching. Okay, on their shenanigans again. Can't make a simple transfer. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are we about to get another crash? Uh-oh. Houston, we got a problem. Coinbase at it again. That's how you know shit's about to drop again. I better get out my trade and get some of my money back, y'all. What y'all think? Should I exit? Coinbase not allowing transactions? To me, that sounds like it's about to drop another leg. Let me know what I should do. Drop a 1 if I should exit. Drop a 2 if I should hold on. Go on to exit. Exit. Everybody said exit. I swear, if y'all raw, I got something for y'all, boy. Next stream, I got something for y'all. I need some more answers. Glad I'm not trading right now. Good luck. Gotta exit and watch. Oh man, everybody's saying exit. You freaking no faith having ass run off on the plug, CB. Oh my god, all right, man, y'all horrible, bro. Like, I don't know why I'm listening to y'all noob traders. You noobs. Dave said I didn't exit. I need some more answers before I pull the trigger. Should I exit or should I stay? Coinbase is acting funny right now. Not financial advice. Re-enter in like 2-3 hours. It might be too late. 2-3 hours, you might be blast off. Come on, y'all. Should I stay or should I leave? Take the 200. I've already lost 700. Should I just take the 200 and go home to trade the actual Bloodalytics Swingalytics trade? We so far out of in the money on that. I got nothing. I'll have to wait probably till tomorrow for a new trade on that. It's dropped so significantly. We're so deep in the money on both of these shorts for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Leave 10% floating. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna go with what y'all said. It's dropping now. I'm gonna get out. Y'all must have been selling on me before I had a chance. I went and sell. I went ahead and sold. What's your stop loss? My stop loss was hidden right below this kind of like triple bottom area. I feel like we were heading higher. And I'm most likely right. You guys are most likely wrong. I take money from you guys every day. Oh, man. I'm listening to y'all today, though. I'm listening to you today. All right, it's been a pleasure. It's been fun. We kind of got off topic with today's live stream, but that's cool. Bloodalytics.com. You guys are interested in Scalpalytics Pro. You get those powerful signals on Bitcoin, Ethereum, also Solana, BNB, and SUI XRP. Check that out. No obligation, no long-term obligation, month to month, and also you do save on the yearly. Save 20% on the yearly. My guy Jason said he's deep in the profits for Scalpalytics. That's right. That's right, my guy. All right. So that's it for today, guys. I appreciate each and every one of you. We had fun today. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this live stream. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member, like my new guy here who just became a member. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Jesse for definitely supporting the channel. I'm actually going to meet with a guy that it's so funny y'all brought this up, the synchronicity. I'm going to meet with my guy who just interviewed. I want you guys to go follow him, actually. Flux, go to YouTube. This is my ex-business partner. We're about to do some stuff together again. He's deep into the real estate, residential / commercial real estate. Go check out Flux City. Flux City. Go check him out on YouTube. Flux City, if you guys are interested in like what's going on in the Metro Detroit area. Check it out. This is the interview he just did on Anton. It was pretty neat interview. You probably learn a lot about Anton on the back end, not the YouTube stuff, the more real estate stuff. So go check out his interview. Flux City, Anton Daniels. It's pretty dope. All right, your boy Crypto Blood. I'm out of here, people. Holla. Holla, holla.
Yo, it's Crypto Blood, Detroit flow, streaming from the D, knowing what to show, indicators are wrong point, OG since 12, invested in trade, living life like a pro, I'm Rucker, Jerry, it's just Bloods do, bad motherfucker in a good way, boo, got my eyes on the charts, ain't no time to sleep. Get that money, gotta keep it creep. That's my Crypto Blood, just the toasters on the line. Stacking my coin, got the market on my mind. Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum too. Cash is king, but I'm looking for a new move. I know the culture of the markets like the streets. Got my finger on the pulse, can't nobody beat. I see the trends, I see the flow. Got my strategies in place, you know.
Stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, stacking my coin, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, cash. Since I was born, been stacking my coin. These niggas pop, my money keep growing. The girl is a dot, she all on my groin. She blowing my horn, we fuck like porn. These rappers is whack, they lyrics is corn. I'm getting this money, it never get born. I'm loading my strap, they calling law. Fuck around and you clap, for running your jaw. If it ain't about the dollars and it don't make sense. Got me sipping brown water, but it ain't from Flint. Trying to chase all this bread, though the shit won't last. About to shut the city down like a crypto crash.
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
Okay. Ready?
Fucking thing sucks! We'll do it live.
Okay.